Today, we talk about common sense. The dictionary's definition, the basic level of practical knowledge and judgment that we all need to help us live reasonably and safe. Common sense is a very important factor to be able to see what is really a practical solution to solve any problem. Common sense is the ability to make sound judgments and decisions based on practical, everyday knowledge and experience. It involves understanding and responding to situations in a logical and reasonable way, often relying on simple and straightforward thinking rather than some kind of complex theories or specialized knowledge. Common sense helps people handle daily life effectively, solve problems, and make sensible and beneficial choices. Yet, many people know about common sense, but don't always use it when it's needed. Some of the reasons we may not use common sense are: 1. Emotional reactions. Strong emotions like fear, anger, or excitement can cloud judgment and lead to decisions that are not based on practical thinking. 2. Lack of experience. Inexperience or lack of exposure to certain situations can prevent people from knowing what the practical course of action should be. 3. Overthinking. Sometimes people overanalyze situations, leading to overly complex solutions rather than simple, practical ones. 4. Culture and social influences. Social pressures, cultural norms, or the desire to conform can lead individuals to make choices that go against common sense. 5. Stress and fatigue. High levels of stress or exhaustion can impair judgment and make it difficult to think clearly and logically. 6. Ignorance or lack of information. Not having enough information or knowledge about a situation can prevent someone from making a sensible decision. 7. Bias and prejudice. Personal biases or prejudice can skew perception and hinder logical decision-making. And 8. Impulsiveness. Acting on impulse without pausing to consider the practical implications can lead to poor decision-making. Understanding these factors can help people recognize when they may be straying from common sense and adjust their approach to making more practical decisions. Here's a story. In the vibrant city of Maplewood, there lived a man named Bob. Bob was a dedicated father and hard-working employee at a local manufacturing plant. Despite his diligence, Bob often found himself overwhelmed by life's demands. He struggled with managing his finances, maintaining his health, and balancing his work and family life. His decisions often seemed to go against common sense, leading to unnecessary stress and complications. One day, Bob's life took a turn for the worse. The plant where he worked announced layoffs due to financial difficulties. Bob, being one of the newer employees, was among the first to be let go. The news hit him hard, and he found himself spiraling into worry and fear. He had bills to pay and a family to support and no immediate job prospects. Feeling lost, Bob decided to visit his old friend Frank, a retired teacher known for his practical wisdom and calm demeanor. Bob poured out his heart to Frank, expressing his fears and frustrations. Frank listened patiently, then said, "Bob, I've seen you work hard and care deeply for your family. But sometimes you get caught up in the stress and emotions that you forget to use your common sense." Frank talked about a time when he was faced with the similar situations. Years ago, he had lost his teaching job due to budget cuts. Instead of panicking, he had taken a step back and assessed his skills and resources. Frank realized that he could tutor students and offer private lessons. By starting small and using the tools he already had, he gradually built a successful tutoring business. It wasn't about instant solutions, but this common sense and practical solution had guided him through the tough times. Inspired by Frank's story, Bob decided to apply a similar mindset to his situation. He took a deep breath and began to look at his own skills and resources. Bob realized that he had the talent for fixing things like cars, appliances, you name it, he could fix it. He decided to offer his handyman services to his neighbors and community while he looked for a new job. Bob started small, repairing leaky faucets, fixing broken fences, and tuning up cars. Word of his reliability and practical services spread quickly. His common sense approach to solving problems made him favorable in the community. People appreciated his straightforward, no-nonsense attitude and his ability to find simple and effective solutions. As Bob Handyman's business grew, he found that his stress began to ease. He was able to provide for his family and even started to enjoy the work. His common sense not only helped him navigate the financial strain, but also brought him a sense of fulfillment and purpose. Eventually, Bob did find a new job at a different manufacturing plant, but he continued his handyman business on the side. The experience had taught him a valuable lesson about resilience, practicality, and the importance of using common sense in everyday life. Through this journey, Bob realized that life would always have its ups and downs, but with a calm mind and practical thinking, he could overcome any challenge. He learned to balance his emotions, think clearly, and make decisions that were grounded in common sense. When faced with life's problems, take a step back, assess your skills and resources, and let your common sense guide you. Trust in your ability to find practical solutions, and you will discover that you can navigate even the toughest challenges with resilience and grace. Remember, keep common sense close to you, and you will always be guided in the right direction. If you don't use common sense, then how do you plan to have a great life? Thank you for listening. I'm Chris Fantastic Powell. Make it happen.
For business or personal coaching, go to chrisfantasticpowell.com.